Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is my review of Testing, 1, 2, 3. Wait, is this on? Is this on? Oh good, it is! Yay! In short, I think this episode was really good, because it's a classic MLP episode written by a classic MLP writer. Yo-ho! It was really nice to see all the characters be in character in their quote-unquote their old selves. There's been a lot of things that have changed in this season, and I think the characters have spent most of the season in a way kind of adjusting to that, and in a way learning, growing, and stuff like that. So, in a way, we've seen them outside of their character, but now we get to see them in their old selves. Like, Twilight is the most telling. Twilight feels like Twilight. Twilight in the rest of the season has really felt like a princess. She's felt like she's trying to figure out what it means to be a princess and all that, and for the most part, I've liked that. It was nice, however, to see Twilight be old Twilight. And Rainbow Dash was, I liked her in this episode, that she doesn't go into total lunacy depression like she did in Sonic Rainboom, but she's clearly depressed and everything like that. I feel for her. I must admit, I've been in this kind of situation before. I've tried A, B, C, and D, and there's no E. So what do? I don't know what to do other than give up and go home. So I sympathize with her, and I like the fact that she doesn't go into total depression and stuff like that, but she's clearly sad. And of course she should be. This is a big, important thing, just like in Sonic Rainbow. And of course, both of those episodes related that they both had to deal with the Wonderbolts. And I like that a lot. We like to learn where the Wonderbolts came from, and in a way what their purpose was and everything like that, which I'm going to comment on in a future video, which will hopefully be appearing in the near future. There was also some other interesting history between what happened with Nightmare Moon and Celestia. Celestia just simply banishes Luna to the moon. Interesting, because we know that's not exactly what happened. But again, that's a topic for another video. But yeah, I really liked this episode because it was really funny, it was enjoyable, I liked it, and I must admit, for starters, the thing at the beginning with Rainbow Dash and the sunglasses. Oh my gosh, I have that shirt. Just deal with it. That was hysterical, that was great, I love that. So anyway, yeah, it's like, I did like Twilight, and all the main six, it's like they all try to help Rainbow Dash, and sadly all fail. I mean, it was good that Twilight sort of realized kind of early that her teaching methods are not working for Rainbow Dash, and I must admit her reactions were great. So, like, it definitely is reflective of a frustrated teacher trying to teach a difficult student. I also kind of liked the fight between Twilight and Rainbow Dash, because I think in a way it's sort of good to show that even friends like Twilight and Rainbow Dash will fight, and sadly even mean fight the way that they are fighting in this episode. Because, sadly, friends do fight, they do argue, but that doesn't mean they can't be friends or anything like that. They just need to stop, take a moment, realize that they're taking this fight too far, then stop and try to resolve the situation. And thankfully, because of Fluttershy, they were able to do that. So I like that, so that was cool. But I do have to admit, really, Rainbow Dash? You're gonna blame Twilight for this? She's only trying to help you. But again, I understand that as well. Rainbow Dash is clearly frustrated, she's stressed, she's going through a lot right now, and she's unfortunately lashing out at Twilight. But again, fortunately, Fluttershy is helping her to realize that she's doing that, and she apologizes, and they quote-unquote both kiss and make up, and everything's good. And so, that was cool. It was interesting to see, each of these methods and their varying levels of plausibility and not, like, rarities is totally not helpful. It's like, that's okay, you could study the history of the fashion of the Wonderbolt, but that's not gonna really help Rainbow Dash. Yet Applejack, totally not helpful. Oh well, that's okay. Rainbow Dash's method of learning is interesting, but I must admit I find this a little peculiar. I don't know if this would really work, and again, I find it odd that she has such incredible hearing that she can hear these things from like a couple hundred feet up in the air. Oh well, I guess it's possible, and but I kind of buy that. I kind of buy it. It does seem a little suspect, but whatever. But I really like the music that's playing while they're reviewing what happened and how all the ponies are helping and her learns. And that was cool. I really liked that as well. I was like, all the ponies in Ponyville came together to help Rainbow Dash pass a test. It's so beautiful. Yeah, that really was nice. And again, they even managed to throw a couple jokes in there, and it was cool. Oh yes. Uh-oh. Pinkie Pie's rap. I must admit, I thought it was very good. They definitely accomplished what they set out to do, which was to do basically a 90s rap music number, but not being a fan of rap music. For me, it was like, make it stop, make it stop. It's not because it's bad, it's just, I just don't like it. But no, it was good, it was good. If you were a fan of rap music, you'll probably like it. Again, as I've said, I'm not a fan of rap music, especially today, because there's just such vile stuff in it that's just absolutely destructive and stuff like that, and I'm just gonna leave that there. So anyway, I mean, yeah, it was cool. It was odd, but it was fun. I'm like, oh, the methods were fun. That was why this episode was so refreshing and nice. That it was fun, it was enjoyable, it had some cool things in it. It had some interesting backstory for those who cared about that. But if you didn't really care about the backstory, you didn't really have to pay attention to it if you didn't want to. Like during the scene with Twilight and Rainbow Dash, it's like you could completely ignore what Twilight's saying and just listen to Rainbow Dash and go. It's like I must have been. It's like great loyalty, guys. It's like you abandon Rainbow Dash as soon as they're busted. Nice loyalty there. Oh, that's okay. But anyway, yeah, I really liked this one. It was great. It was just so nice to see a classic episode of MLP. I don't think the episodes in season 4 are necessarily bad. They're just different. They're adjusting. And it was nice to have an episode that wasn't adjusting, that in a way was exactly what we'd expect to see from an episode of My Little Pony. It was just great. It did have a really good lesson. I mean, it's a little difficult to peg a little bit in a way. It's in a way up to the viewer to in a way interpret what does that mean. I mean, for example, Dr. Wolf found that taking notes in class for him actually hurt him more than it helped him, so that he was better off just not taking notes and stuff. And that's okay. And obviously, in a way, that does apply to a lot of the lessons. Sometimes you gotta stop and thinking, what does this lesson mean for me? I mean, how can I apply this lesson? But still, that's cool. That was a good lesson to teach and stuff like that. And they did it very well, and it was enjoyable, and I liked it. So that is the end of my review of Testing 1, 2, 3. This is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.